And I'm going to go ahead and go into Wild here. Just kidding, let's go into Standard, because my Shenanigans deck still works in Standard, because all I have is classic cards, basic cards, and I have not changed this deck in a year, because what it does is it works off stealing my opponent's cards, which means I never have to change it. It works in every meta, because it steals my opponent's meta and makes it mine. Then I get the Priest buffs that can add to it priest buffs. Not a priest buff. Priest buffs don't exist. It's a thing that I just made up just now on the spot. And it looks like the game's starting up. And you see I have some crappy cards like Frostwolf Grunt, which should not be used by anybody, but I have to use it because it's a classic card. Therefore, I need to have it in this Shenanigans deck, whose sole purpose is to try to make it turn 10 so that I can steal my opponent's cards with Mind Thought Steals. I forget what it's called. Mind Controls. See, I haven't played this deck in a while. So let's see what we got here. I have two Mind Controls in this deck. There's one. Let's hope he has a Cthulhu. I've yet to steal a Cthulhu from somebody, so I'm going to look forward to that. I want to see him buff it up as much as he can, and then I will take it and make it mine, because that is what I do, because it is fun. And I do not need to play Frostwolf Grunt. I'm going to get at the Monty out. It's a much better play considering he didn't play anything at all. And next turn I will probably get the Frostwolf out. Maybe if he gets weapon, I might consider getting the Swampoos, but I have no reason to do that. And so I will not. More taunts, which are not useful to me. But again, these are not meant to win the game quickly. It's merely meant to stall the game out. I have Mind Visions. I have Thought Steals. Just all sorts of things that make his cards mine, but I can't choose what cards of his I make mine unless I know exactly what he has in his hand, and then I use a Thought Steal, or no, it's a Mind Vision. See? I'll figure out what I have in this deck soon enough. So he's taking a long time to do things like Armor Up. It's kind of a waste. I wish he'd go a little bit quicker, but that's fine. I don't really care about that card in the slightest. Let's see now. I may as well play the Senjin because there's not much else I can do. It's the most efficient use of my mana. I'm just going to go face here because why would I not? So he's coined that out, suggesting that he has no good turn 3 plays, meaning he likely does not have any sort of... not a Marnie Berserker, that's what I have. The one that gets extra damage if minions take damage. You know the one I'm talking about. Yeah, you do, Internet. Alright, let's see what else we got here. He armors up, takes out one of those, and then this is a very simple play where I see a lot of people make all their other cards first, or play all the other cards, and then they'll steal cards or draw cards or whatever it is. Use your mana that gets you cards first so that you can make plays that you otherwise wouldn't have been able to make, and then do what you need to do. That way you have more options. Because you may steal a card that may be better than what play you were planning on making. So make sure to do that. And this is a pretty simple game for me. I just took out a 4-5 with a 2-2 essentially. Look at that. I just took out 2 cards with that. You got an Execute on a 3-5 crap minion. Okay, this game's basically over at this point. There's no real way he can win. I just wish I could trigger the Samani somehow. I don't even know why I have it in this deck. What a crappy card. Sure, I'll heal this, why not? Let's see, what do you have for me? The Compadre. The Compadre. Oh my, that's a decent enough card, and I can't steal it either. I can execute it, I'd rather not, but looks like I got it. I may as well draw a card here. I could use the 2-3, but then that opens up for things that I don't want to open up for, like, what is it, Whirlwind? That's the name of the thing. So I do want to make sure to go ahead and play that on that turn, because otherwise it becomes increasingly less useful. And I could have played the Aesthetic Swampoos a long time ago and rushed him down. He would be down to a lot less health than he currently is. But again, I'm not trying to rush him down. I want to use Mind Controls instead. My goal is to use Mind Controls. Hit the 2-3, would you? Or hit face. Thank you very much. I like you, Ragnaros. I always know I can count on you. Let's hope I can draw me a... the card. You know the card I'm talking about. Yeah, you do. So I'm doing it on the 4-6 just because if I get my double health, I can use it on that. I know it still gets killed by Ragnaros. I'm fully aware of this. Ooh, a Black Knight. That's nice of him. So this is clearly a Legendary's Warrior deck, which means I should probably just play some cards and go face. He could have a Legendary weapon, but at this point I want to... There's not much I can do against any of this, so I'm going to go ahead and play that, and I'm going to go face, because I have no real better plays with my Shadow Word Pains against his 8-8, and I'm not going to sack everything into it. Although, Nah, it would not be a smart move. I might as well go face here, because it would take him 4 turns to kill all of these just with the Ragnaros, so I have no reason to do that. Plus, if he plays a big-ass taunt, I can just take it out the Black Knight. It's totally fine. And we are reaching turn 10, so if he starts playing big minions, I can also steal them. I can steal his Ragnaros and kill him with it. That'll be fun. I'm going to steal his Ragnaros and then him in the face with it. That's the plan here. Nice Shield Master, nice Black Knight. Because, see, do I use the Shadow Word Pain or do I not? Well, that's fine. Ooh, Shadow Man is not actually useful here. So, if I use the Black Knight, is that a good option or is it not? Let's see if I... That gives me 9 damage to the face if I do that. Is that the right play? Because what I could do is steal the 3-5, run into Ragnaros, and then use my 5 damage to kill the Ragnaros, and then go face. That's an option. Is it a good option? The best option might be to use the Black Knight, because then I get 4-5 out. It gets more, But I kind of want to take out the Ragnaros, so I could do 9 damage to the face, or I could... See, he probably has the 5 armor up thing, so I think I'm gonna just take out the Ragnaros here. This will be the play. And then we're gonna go face. And, it's not the worst of plays, not the best of plays, but I get my mind control next turn. So... He's down to 8. He could have been down to 3, but I have no way of killing him. I do have the Holy Fire, whatever it is, that does 5 damage if I want it, but I do not have it in hand, and I will need to draw it out of 16 cards. I only have 1 in the deck. Oh, thank you very much. Please sack it into my 2-1. Oh, you didn't sack it. I mean, that's fine. That's totally fine. You're holding a dragon, gain charge. Well played, sir. See, this is why I try to drag the game out, because then I get to do this. Thank you. Wow. That used to be sorry. They changed it to wow. Yeah, let me go and spam that. Sorry. I love this deck. GG. No read.